you doing back here? Mufasa!
Nomzamo, congratulations on the film. I think it's safe to say that the whole of South Africa is so proud of you.
I've been feeling so much love from back home, which is so awesome. Particularly also from 5FM. You know, every other week, you know, anything that's an announcement, 5 is right on it. So it's been so awesome just to receive the love. I'm all kinds of emotions and I can't sleep. Tonight is actually the premiere, the premiere with all the invited guests and stuff like that. So we're having it virtual, and I just couldn't sleep. And I was like, you know, for a person who doesn't, you know, I don't want marriage, but I'm like, damn, this is how wives must feel, or like brides must feel the night before. Yeah. A
lot of the younger generations don't realize that before Wakanda from Black Panther, there was Zamunda from Coming to America. What does it mean to you to be a part of this sequel, this big African-focused film?
Sheesh. I mean, for me, you know, for a film that really challenged the narrative in the 80s of truly just portraying a Black fairy tale at a time when there was none. You know, for me to be able to be a part of it 52 years later is absolutely insane, because it's a film that came out before I was even born. And of course, you know, to be surrounded by, you know, people who have really been in the game and have done so much is another blessing, because you get to learn, but also have fun. So I just feel really grateful and thankful and honored to be a part of it. And yeah, I hope the world likes it.
I'm pretty sure it will. I can vouch.
Coming to America, now it's coming to me.
I always thought that Mika was going to be queen.
A woman isn't allowed to rule, Zamunda. It's the law.
Did it ever occur to you that Mika wanted to be your heir?
Would you dare banish me from my own bedroom?
You made the big move to the US in 2019. What has it been like on that side of the world since?
Oh my gosh. 2019 was an incredibly challenging but good year. Challenging because in the first half of the year, you know, I had completely immersed myself into the American culture, because, you know, ever so often I'd always go for different gigs, you know, BETs, your MTVs, and, you know, Black Girls Rock and all these kinds of gigs, but never like, okay, I'm uprooting my life from South Africa and I'm moving here. So obviously it was very tough and a lot of adjusting, culture shock galore. And it's only when I got the big yes, so I was like, wow, okay, I guess maybe this is a sign that, you know, things can happen here. I got a job, that's good, I can work.
And I think it's amazing as well that your character, Mirembe, is also this woman with big dreams and, you know, the whole coming to America thing. It's so appropriate. I love that.
It is. That's the funny part. You know, how the roles and in the character and the person playing it, you know, kind of mirror each other. So I tried to have fun with the character, honestly, and also to just bring my own sass and charm and wit to lend to her. But I think she knew what she was doing. Yeah, she's interesting.
She's cool. And can you tell me about how you got that role and your reaction when you did?
I got that role after numerous auditioning and callbacks and sessions, and obviously hearing different things. And sometimes you want to call your agency and be like, have they called back? Did I get it? I probably didn't get it. Huh? Yeah, okay, never mind, guys. Never mind, you know. It's not until I was coming back from the FNB Stadium, and it was the Soweto Derby, and I think I must have been working with one of the brands on the stadium, at the stadium, sorry, that I went out to dinner later that night, and it was my grandmother's birthday. So I get the call from a manager, and she says, I've got your agent on the other line, we have news. And I thought, yeah, if they're both calling me, it's definitely to lay it down easy. Turned out they were calling to say, pack your bags, you need to come back because you are coming to America, Gray.
I've just discovered that I may have a son here in this land.
How much child support is she getting from?
The king pays no child support.
No child support for 30 years and you came back? You was a dummy!
I have to ask, of course, what was it like working with Eddie Murphy?
Oh my goodness. It was a mixture of being starstruck and fangirling to being in awe to marveling at the craft and the skill set of a performer who has to reprise a role that he last played 33 years ago, and he makes it sound easy, but it's not. Then there's prosthetics involved. Of course, you watch how the brotherhood and the respect that they have between him and Arsenio, and how when they talk to each other, it's just incredible. Arsenio was so mischievous. He would always wait for the director, Craig, to call action. Then he'd say a little joke, and Jermaine and I would like burst out laughing. And Craig would be like, cut, what's going on? It's like, it's Arsenio, it's not us. To hearing Eddie's stories about Prince, because I think they were neighbors or lived on the same street, and just marveling at all of that. And of course, Tracy Morgan playing music and reenacting how they used to be you remember how it was in the 90s and the 80s? Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's insane. I don't know how you kept it together with so many legends around you on set. I mean, even Morgan Freeman is in this movie. Like, what? James Earl Jones?
Let me tell you. When does this come out? Because I don't want any spoiler alerts, okay? But when I saw Morgan Freeman, I was like, I don't know whether I'm meeting Nelson Mandela or God. It's one of the two.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I also read that Eddie Murphy said that you made him realize how bad his African accent was because you came in with a real one. Did you actually talk accents with them?
It was actually such a funny moment on set. We were all running lines, and everyone goes quiet because it's Eddie. He's coming to set, and so everyone's like shh. And then suddenly, we're running lines, and after the intros and everything, and we're running lines and say my line, and he literally jumps up. He's like, "Wait a minute, she makes my accent sound horrible. What is that? Not the real thing." So that was a funny moment, and everyone just burst out laughing. So. Yeah.
That's so cool. Nomzamo, what do you want people to take from this film when they walk away?
Something that I've been learning a lot from Eddie's interviews is that this film is not trying to be politically charged. This film is an escapism, and it genuinely is. Comedy makes us forget about our reality for however many hours that we get to sit and be fully immersed into a world. And I think that's what people need to take away from this film. It's a beautiful romantic comedy. It is funny. It is awesome. I enjoyed every single bit of making it. And I'm so honored to be a part of such a great historical thing that everybody's been waiting for. And I think that's what we need to take away from the film. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the movie. That's it.
Awesome. Nomzamo, thank you so much. It's been amazing talking to you. And like I said, we are so proud of you. And I can't wait to see what you come up with next.
Thank you.
I'm a king,
Put your hands together.
I like that.
Say it again.
give me all
It's a party over here.